Welcome, Monkey Mischief Classroom. One thing that I wanted to address with all of you was when you are working with your students, you really want to focus on one skill at a time. So you want to have one main focus point, which is going to drive all other instruction. So you start at one point. In order to do that, you want to look at the bigger picture. Where do you want your child to be at the end of all this? So when you figure that out, then you have to look at the little tiny milestones that lead you to that big end goal. So then you want to take those each milestone and you want to be able to instruct with main focus on that. And it's that concept of drill and kill. You do it until the kid masters it. But as you are doing that, you want to also expose the child to other areas and other skills related to that focal point. And the reason for that is exposure is just as important as the act of drilling and killing and getting the kid really to master a skill, that focus, that yes, it's important to focus on a skill at a time, but at the same time, that exposure is only going to lead the student to that mastery stage. Once you get to that item that's been exposed, you are now making it the focal point. Because that's the next step, the kid's only going to master it that much quicker because they can recall experiences of seeing it, being exposed to it, having heard about it, having attempted it. So I don't want you just to think that one thing at a time it's going to slow down the pace. It doesn't slow down the pace. In fact, when you're dealing with each little milestone on its own, you see the rewards much more clearly, and it's much more beneficial. The kid is able to connect those little milestones together to get to that bigger picture because they have a clear understanding of each focus that you have taught them. So don't feel like you need to rush everything, but at the same time, feel free to expose your child to as much as you want. But give yourself that opportunity of just focusing on one thing at a time.